Rodger Ford, 24 years of team penning.
Team penning is a fast-paced, edge-of-your-seat action, combining great horsemanship, cattle handling, and teamwork at the highest level. 3 riders on a team enter the arena on one end, while 30 head of cattle enter the other. Each cow is marked with a specific number 0 through 9. The team crosses the start line where the announcer gives them their cattle number and the clock starts. Once they have their cattle number, they have to pull out those 3 cows from the herd. They cannot allow a different numbered cow to cross the start line where they began, or it is a no time and they will be disqualified. Once they have all 3 cows cleared from the herd, they must ride down to the other end of the arena, pin all 3 cows in under 60 seconds. The fastest time wins. Back in 2004, Rodger's talent on horseback was starting to get noticed, and he was featured in the Pinner magazine as one tough competitor in the team penning world. Rodger, riding alongside Joel Lesh, went on to win the number 9 sort in West Monroe, Louisiana that summer. That same year, he also won the high money as a novice, taking home about $66,000. Now, nearly 20 years later, in the very same arena, the Ike Hamilton in West Monroe, Louisiana, Rodger was crowned the world champion at the number 10 Elite World Finals, competing against 671 other teams through 5 total rounds. His teammates Mark Wallace, Phil Shelton, and him came out the number 1 team. Now let's take a look at those exciting rides that got them to that prestigious gold buckle. Now we're going to take things down to Team 451. Here in round number 1, this is Philip Shelton, Mark Wallace, and Rodger Ford. Philip Shelton working through that herd, utilizing that corner. Gonna get the first cow out of there, picked up, and we are in motion right now as Mark Wallace has got himself in the herd, working through there, looking for that next cow. He's got the Charlet, and just like that, Philip Shelton is right back in there to pick up the third. Rodger Ford working that line. Here he comes. Look at this. Philip Shelton's got himself the third and final cow as they're coming down the hole. Looking to get in there before that 60-second time clock and get another one on the board. Look at the save right here. Rodger Ford working that ring. Picks him up and is able to get him back around there. That right there could come back to play in a huge way in the later rounds, saving that run right there. Rodger Ford, Mark Wallace, and Philip Shelton. Now we're going to go down to team number 80 of 269 teams here in round number 2. Rodger Ford, Mark Wallace, Philip Shelton coming in with a 53.98. And just like that, here they come. Philip Shelton gets that first cow out in a quick hurry. Mark Wallace right behind him. Phil Shelton right back into the herd, picks up the next Charlet. And now we are rolling down to the pen, looking like they're going to finish things off in a quick hurry. Big time run going on right here in round 2, and just like that, we have got ourselves a 28.39 for Rodger Ford, Mark Wallace, and Philip Shelton. At number 3 now, this is Team 69 of 108 teams. This is Rodger Ford, Mark Wallace, Philip Shelton. Coming off a great run in round number 2, and look at this, we've already got 2 cows out in a quick hurry. And a third one picked up already. This is going to be fast, folks. Looky here. We've got a big-time run going down. Rodger Ford, Mark Wallace, Philip Shelton. Going to put it on them for a 25.95. And the team of Wallace, Shelton, and Ford just continues to get faster each and every round. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are now, round number 4. This is Team 20 of 44. Rodger Ford, Mark Wallace, Philip Shelton. Coming off of a couple of big-time runs, these last couple of rounds got himself in a pretty strong position, and they're starting things off in a big way right here in round number 4. Looking to get themselves inside the top 20 in championship Saturday night here in West Monroe, Louisiana. We are rolling around the wing, bring them to the house, and got it. We've got ourselves another big-time run from Rodger Ford, Mark Wallace, Philip Shelton. Going to finish things off with a 28.11 for a total of 127.43 on 12 cows. And that's going to put them in the number 2 spot. Now we're going to take things down to team number 9 of our championship round. This is Rodger Ford, Mark Wallace, Philip Shelton. They are sitting in the number 2 spot coming into the championship round, have had a great weekend. looking to finish things off strong here when it matters most, here in the short round. And just like that, Philip Shelton picks him up in a quick hurry, and we are headed to the pin. The cattle have been tough all short round long, and this team is handling them. Rodger Ford in the hole, and we got it. Another big-time run for Philip Shelton, Mark Wallace, and Rodger Ford, as they're going to put together a total of 25-53 here in the championship round. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your champions, Rodger Ford, Mark Wallace, and Philip Shelton. They're going to take home just under $32,000 in the honor of winning one of the most prestigious gold buckles in the team pinning world. Like Rodger always says, team pinning is a wonderful sport, but you never know what's going to happen. To be a winner in life requires getting up from a fall, getting back on your horse, and continuing on.